A few weeks ago, my daughter and I decided to hit up the CK Expo in Chatham, Ontario, and let me tell you, there was so much good stuff there, you're gonna have to check out this whole video. The expo, located in Chatham, Ontario, is usually a hive of great finds. We came here last year and found all kinds of cool vintage toys and collectibles, and this year, it was much of the same. Check out how big this space is. Wall to wall, cool stuff. Wanna know how cool? They had an actual DeLorean time machine to sit in and have photos done, and you know we did. Check that out. How cool is it to see that in person? There's even a little Einstein in there and the sports almanac. But let's get to the collectibles. They had mystery comic packs, all kinds of action figures. I spent so much time at this booth. The booth's name was Grail Toys and Collectibles, and they are actually local to me and always have good stuff. But at this one, they had some really cool stuff that I picked up. And if you want to see everything that I picked up, just skip to the end of the video. But check this out. Marvin the Martian Pez dispenser. Yeah, you knew that was coming home with me. There was so many action figures. You've got Captain Planet, The Tick, 80s, 90s, 2000. You've got the X-Men figures, Ninja Turtles, the color-changing Iceman. Oh my God, so many good things at this booth. They had a bin full of Ninja Turtles. But if you've been watching the channel, you know I just picked up a huge lot of Ninja Turtles. So unfortunately, I didn't get any of those because I'm working my way through a big collection right now. But it was still really cool to see that Fireman Donatello. This was a Tamagotchi, a Warcraft Tamagotchi. So neat. He-Man stuff, Pokemon, Digimon, everything you could imagine this booth had. You've even got some Brave Star there, Thundercats, and He-Man. I think I also see Cowboys from Moo Mesa in this bin now that I'm looking at it. And they had Transformers. I did grab some Transformers. You'll have to check out the end of the video to see which one I did pick up. Look how many there were. Unbelievable. GoBots as well. I didn't get any GoBots. I was looking for some of the more niche ones to do shorts on. And if you've been watching my shorts recently, you probably are going to see some of the stuff I picked up in this video. Look at the VHS collection there with the Sailor Moon VHSs. Those are actually pretty pricey. The Trail Tracker, I had to get this. Spoiler. And it still works. Now, Peyton got some of these little Pokeball bath bombs, and there's a figure inside of them. They had all different types. Really cool to see. And if you're going to be watching Toy Tea Time, her channel, you'll see some of those Pokeballs get dissolved and what's in them. Now, this booth was at the convention last year, and he always has the best mystery bags. It's BRD Collectibles on Instagram. If you want to follow him, feel free. He's got some of the coolest stuff. This little display cabinet had some of the best stuff at the convention. You can see all kinds of rare figures. You've got Beetlejuice, Street Sharks, E.T., Swamp Thing. This booth had a lot of great stuff. You can see the Beetlejuice car there. You've got some gargoyles, Muppets, all kinds of stuff. Even Dick Tracy and an old Barbie case from way back in the day. Also, some really great VHS tapes, including Captain Planet. I was seeing a lot of Captain Planet stuff at this convention. For whatever reason, my eye was drawn to it. I am looking for a not Captain Planet. I'm looking for a Captain Pollution. When I find that, it's one of my Grail toys. But I ended up getting something out of that case, and you will have to see because it's going to be a short in the near future. Went back to this booth, and I spotted this Ninja Turtles package, which I wasn't sure what it was. Turns out it was a vintage sewing template to make your own Ninja Turtles costume. I'm not much of a sewer, so I didn't pick it up, but it was cool to see. There was a whole binder full of like retro pins. Peyton ended up picking up one. One of the things I like about bringing Peyton with me is she has an eye for stuff that I would have otherwise missed. She spotted this world's smallest Orko action figure, and I could not let that get past me. I had to pick that up. And one of my favorite X-Men of all time is Archangel. That was a really cool action figure to see. We went back to the pins to see if there was anything that I wanted. And that My Pet Monster is one that I probably should have gotten because that is so cool. Looking back now, I didn't get any, but there's always next year. I was a massive Toy Biz action figure fan, specifically the X-Men and X-Force line. So seeing Sunspot and Richter and their original cards was pretty cool. So far so good at this convention. We got a lot of stuff, bags full, and I got to go buy a bunch of stuff that I've set aside at one of the other booths. Peyton's even got a ton of stuff too. Starting to get really busy in there. So we're going to put this out in our trunk. And then I'm going to go back in for another pass through to see if there's anything left. During the second pass through, we grabbed some lunch, played some video games. They had a whole room with like wall-to-wall video game setups. We actually played Streets of Rage and Duck Hunt, keeping it vintage. Spotted some more collectibles. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up any off this booth. Just not really into the more modern Mario stuff. And they had a bunch of blind bags and Monster High dolls. Not really my thing, but still lots of goodies there. They also had some action figures, some of the newer Transformers, and the Ghostbusters. I forget the name of the Ghostbusters movie with the girls, but they had those figures. And this little bin full of cake toppers and figurines from back in the day, including my favorite Super Grover. Passed on all that stuff because I've got a lot of those figures at home. And that's the end of the tour of the CK Expo. Time to go home and look at all the stuff I picked up. Here's everything I picked up at the CK Expo. There's a lot of stuff here. So if you're looking for a more detailed viewing of some of the figures and toys that I picked up, check out my shorts because a lot of these have been featured recently. This video is coming out after I've produced some shorts for it. So if you want to see things like the exploding T1000, the trail tracker, check those out. Now, a lot of the stuff in here will be shorts in the future as well, including that Swamp Thing and the Burger King Universal Monster figure. There's a Hook action figure mint on card. The Dream Furniture collection, I got a pretty good deal on that, and it has all its accessories. So many good things, including had to pick up a mystery bag. Got a Super Mario one here. That's going to be its own video in the future. One of my favorite shows back in the day was Reboot. I found it so neat when it first came out, like hack, slash, dot, megabyte, hexadecimal, and seeing a miniature Mighty Max Polly Pocket style playset in person. I've seen them online, but never in person. I had to get it. It's going to be a short soon. So cool. That is the entire haul from the CK Expo. What did you see in the video that I should have grabbed that you wouldn't have let pass you by? You'll have to let me know in the comments, and stay tuned because Trivia Night is starting soon and there'll be more collection videos, I'm sure.